Hey, this is Jordan. I thought I'd do another video post here and just talk about a topic that I've been getting actually a lot of questions on recently. As you know, a lot of the fall marathons are in swing, and the Twin Cities Marathon was a couple weeks ago, and Chicago was this last weekend. And a lot of friends and people that I've talked to are doing their first marathons, and I think it's a great experience, and a lot of them had just an amazing time. Some of them had a very difficult time, but most of them are more than glad that they did it. And the one question that I seem to be getting a lot this last week or two is on running shoes, and how do I find the right shoe? And so I thought I'd do a little video post here and kind of share some information and some of the experience that I've had in finding the right shoe. There's three areas or three kind of points that I'm going to cover just as far as what I feel is important when you're trying to pick out a good running shoe. The first one is determining what your needs are. And whenever you're looking at a running shoe, you want to figure out what you're going to use that shoe for specifically. Are you going to be using it specifically for a race or a marathon, or are you using it as more of an everyday trainer? What type of training are you doing? Are you going to be trails on the roads, or what, what type of use are you wanting to get out of the shoe? So, once you've kind of determined what your needs are for that shoe, you can really move on to the next step, which is doing your homework. With all of the information about running shoes that companies are providing now, as well as a lot of the user feedback that's available out there, you can really do a lot of it research up front before you even have to make a purchase on a shoe. There's a lot of great running sites out there that provide great consumer reviews, as well as letting you test out the shoe, or doing some shoe reviews themselves. And so runningwarehouse.com is a great site that gives you a lot of great information about the shoes itself, as well as some customer reviews. Once you've kind of done your homework and you've researched the particular shoe or type of shoe that you want, the third area is really asking for help. When I first started running and getting into doing some serious running, putting on a lot of miles, shoes I found are pretty important as to being able to effectively train and then do race. So when I first started running and putting on some miles, I determined I need to get the right pair of shoes. So I asked a lot of the different running stores around the area. I went to a bunch of different ones just to get a variety, and the one that I go to now is Run and Fun in St. Paul here, and I think they have a great staff and they have a big selection of shoes, and they really try to meet your needs with what type of shoes that are available, and they'll make some recommendation as to what they feel is going to be best, even if they don't have that shoe in stock. So definitely asking for help and for some information as far as shoes and fit. I definitely recommend going to more of the boutique running stores, as opposed to like a Foot Locker or a bigger sporting goods store. Not that the staff in there isn't knowledgeable, but a lot of the times those boutique running stores are going to have a better staff as far as having more experience, and they're going to take a look at your old pair of shoes. So definitely bring those in when you're looking at shoes. They'll take a look at the wear pattern on the shoe, see if you're having any issues, you're pronating or having a heel strike type of a stride, and then they'll usually take a look at the way that you walk, or even the way that you run on a treadmill, to take a look at if there's any issues or specific needs that you'll need out of that shoe, whether it's more arch support, cushioning, different things like that. So definitely ask the staff at a good running store, and I'll leave some links down below to the ones that I guess I recommend. But again, when you're taking a look at a running shoe, there's so many options out there. It can be intimidating and it can be very confusing, and there's a big trend in minimalist shoes, and now there's a lot of trail shoes out there that there really wasn't before, and so there's so many options out there. It is difficult. So really try to focus in on and determine what your needs are. Do your homework and do your research as to what shoes are available out there, what do people like or dislike about them, and then again ask for some help, just because there is so many out there that it's going to be tough for you to make the right decision. So ask someone that knows about the shoes and has some experience for running. I hope that helps, and best of luck with your next races.